Hey everyone out there in the CBT Nugget Nation, I'm Chris Ward.
And I'm Chris's trusted sidekick, well, somewhat trusted sidekick, Steve Caseley.
And we're here to talk to you today about getting certified in project management. One of the biggest questions that both Steve and I get asked quite a bit is which certification should I go for if I want to be a project management certified individual? Well, we're going to take a look at two from PMI, the Certified Associate in Project Management, which is the CAPM, and the PMP, which is the Project Management Professional. You'll probably notice that both Steve and I are talking about PMI, the Project Management Institute certifications. Now, there are others out there, things like Prince 2, ITIL, but the PMI certs are global. Everybody has them, and that's why we generally discuss these more than perhaps some of the other ones. Now, the entry level that you're going to take a look at as a project manager is the CAPM. This is the first step on your journey because it has minimal requirements. You have 1,500 hours, you have a certain amount of education in project management if you need that, and the exam itself is fairly straightforward, very simple, straight from the PMBOK. Tell you what, let's take a web safari out and check out what you need. Now, what's exciting about getting certified in project management is that this is something that crosses whether you're an IT individual or whether you're into manufacturing or construction or anything like that. Project management certification can take you many different places that IT certification cannot. Now, that's not to say IT certification isn't good. I mean, obviously, I'm certified, and Steve is as well in certain areas in the IT industry, and that's what we concentrate on. But this will serve you well, especially for those of you who are just getting, as you can see, started out. This is a valuable entry-level certification. You can have little or no project experience. But what you are going to need, you can need, well, two things. Number one, you are going to either need a high school diploma or GED and 1,500 hours of project experience. That's one way of doing this. Or if you scroll down here, I'll notice it says you can just take a class that's worth 23 hours of project management education. Good news, ladies and gentlemen, the PM classes that we offer through CBT Nuggets will easily qualify you for those 23 hours. But what I'd like you to do, if you are interested in starting off with this, is go ahead and you're going to want to click on here and download the CAPM handbook. Let me show you that. I've actually got it here on my screen. And you can, by the way, you don't have to just view it in your web browser. I'm doing it in Internet Explorer right now. You can actually download this. This is a PDF file. And in this PDF file, if I kind of scroll down here, you can see they've got all kinds of great information about what it is that is required, how long it takes to get through the certification process, and how this all works. These are all good tools that you can have in your tool belt as you prepare to take that CAPM exam. Now, that, of course, is if you are going to be doing an entry-level certification. But let's say you're like, I've been doing project management for 15 years, Chris. I've been an IT manager for 10. I want to get that PMP. Well, the good news is Steve's got all the info you need coming up next.
Hey, Chris, thanks very much. So, PMP, Project Management Professional, what does it accomplish? The PMP is everything awesome. So, it validates your understanding of PM best practices, and that's based on the PMI PMBOK guide, international accepted standards of everything that's awesome in project management. So you've proven that you know your stuff, and that allows you to tell the boss, I'm ready. I'm ready to take on project management. I'm ready to move to the next level of my career with project management. Or if you're in the job market, it's your step into that interview that says, I'm PMP certified. I've got the credentials. I know what I'm doing. And absolutely, it raises your own confidence. It proves that you know absolutely everything about PM. And to be very honest, preparing for and passing your PMP actually also forces you to do some studying, so it refreshes. There's probably 10%, 15% of the stuff in that PMBOK guide that you're not absolutely current on. So going out there, getting your PMP is going to force you to do that refreshment. So your next big question is, am I eligible? Can I take it? Well, the short, very short answer is yes, everybody can take it, but the long answer really is best delivered straight from the PMI website. So at the PMI website, The answer still is yes, everybody can take and pass the PMP. There's also some pretty stringent pre-qualifications that PMI have in place to ensure that people getting their PMP are in fact seasoned project management experts. So let's start at the bottom. I'm going to take a bit of a reverse order for this. Assuming you have some form of university degree, at least 3 years project management experience, and 4,500 hours leading and directing projects, plus 35 hours of project management education, then you qualify. You're part of that, everyone. Now, let's just quickly talk about the 35 hours of project management education. This is formal education. This is not sitting down, finding a good book, and reading all about project management. This is, I'm going to say, formal classroom-style education, preferably from a PMI REP registered education provider, of which CBT Nuggets is one. So you take any of our project management training, it's going to help you qualify for your 35 hours. So now you're saying, well, I guess that leaves me out. I don't have a degree. Nope, doesn't leave you out at all. Then we'll move up. If you don't have a degree, you're still eligible, provided you passed high school or something equivalent, but the credentials become a little higher. Now you need 5 years of experience instead of 3, and you need 7,500 hours in the project environment rather than 4,500, and you still need the 35 hours of project management education. So again, you meet either of those credentials, you're part of that special everybody, you're eligible to take your PMP. So you meet the quals, you're ready to do it. What are the next steps? If you haven't already done it, get your PMBOK guide, the project management body of knowledge. Read, digest, review, understand that. Absolutely. You need to have a firm understanding of the 10 knowledge areas in the PMBOK. You need to be able to recite them by memory, and you need to know what happens inside of those, and you need to understand the processes defined by PMI. Now, I wish I could say that's all you need to do to be ready for your PMP, but unfortunately, there's a little bit more to it than that. The PMBOK guide is absolutely the basis for the exam, but there's more practical approaches to it. And again, that's why they want to have all of that practical experience for your quals. I would suggest find 2 or more reference books that support project management based on the PMBOK guide and review and understand those. Everybody does project management in a slightly different way, and those reference books are going to give you excellent tie-ins between how the author does project management based on the PMBOK guide, and as I say, everyone's going to do it slightly differently. Take my PMP prep series from CBT Nuggets. I believe it's an awesome tool that's going to help you prepare for your exam. Join a study group. Most PMI chapters have study groups. Find a study group, sit down and join them, and learn with your peers. And then finally, and I think most importantly, take some practice exams. Again, if you take my PMP prep series, available to you from CBT Nuggets as well, are a series of PMP prep exams. Take them, validate your understanding, get your confidence up that when you go into that exam, you are going to pass. This concludes our MicroNugget on PMI certification. I hope this has been informative for you, and thank you very much for viewing.